Hello team! So as promised, today I will show you how I do my maps every day. Okay, so let me sort this out. Just checking that I can see it. Okay, so the first map is clarity. Clarity. We write clarity at the top here. At the bottom, we draw a frowny face. Frowny face that has some walls around it. The walls around it represent our limits. Now we'll draw at the top of the page a smiley face. Smiley face surrounded by what people need to be happy generally. So that is loving relationships, person that represents good health, money, I'm putting the euro sign, but you can put the dollar sign if you want to, and at the top a clock which represents time. So when you have time, love, money and health, those are normally the things that people need to be happy. I'm going to do a box around this one as well, but this time I will draw a roof at the top. So those walls become a lovely home to be in, surrounded by everything you need. So this is your ideal lifestyle. So the journey that we are taking goes from the sad, frowny face to the ideal lifestyle. This frowny face at the bottom represents where we are now, and this is where we want to go, to the ideal lifestyle. So to get here, we need to go through this journey. So now what we're going to do is we're going to think about 3 things that we would like to add to our lives in order to achieve this. What is it we need? What is it we're lacking? What is it we want to have to be here? So you will add here, you will take your time to think about it and add here 3 things that you would like to have in your lives. After this, you will start thinking about what you want to get rid of in your life. So 3 things that you would like not to have. So think about it. Think about what you want to get rid of to stop this face from being a frowny face. 3 things that you want to get rid of. After you've done that, you've taken your time to think about that, you will start thinking about why you want this to happen. So here you are defining your purpose, and you will list 3 major reasons why you want to achieve them. You want to be here. Why do you want to be here? So think about it and write it. 1, 2, 3. After you've done this, you've taken your time to do it and to visualize your ideal lifestyle. It's important that you don't focus too much. You don't focus too much on what you don't want. Rather, focus on what you do want and why you want it. Once you've done that, you will write here. Feel the ideal. Feel the ideal. Take your time to feel the ideal. After you've done that, write the date. Today is the 21st of July of the 21st, 2021, and sign it. Okay. We've done the clarity map. Let's move over to the next one. The next map is the anticipation map. Anticipation map. We'll draw the same two faces. At the bottom, it will be a frowny face with the limiting walls around it. And at the top, we will have the happy face with a heart, loving relationships, good health, money, and time. You will draw the four walls around it and a roof at the top. So that's the ideal lifestyle that we're aiming for. Now we'll draw the same, a path. But this time, we're thinking about the anticipation. We're thinking about things that happen along the way and that will try to slow us down. So the path will not be as simple as this. The path will probably look something like this. And now let's talk about what kind of obstacles you may have along the way. So the first obstacle will be the whirlwind, things that you need to do every day that distract you from what you are doing, from what you need to do to achieve your goals. The second obstacle will be the learning curve. So most times when people start a new business or something new, you get stuck in the learning curve. And what happens is that the learning curve is so steep that you might be pushed out of it. And so here you will draw another sad face, a crying face. These are the tears. So that's what happens, because if you let go, if you give up during the learning curve, while you're in the learning curve, you are going to feel even worse, because it will increase your sense of failure for not having achieved your goals. So that's one obstacle. And then as you go along and you go over the learning curve, Bob talks about the marshmallow. Marshmallow, he gives the example of an experiment that they did on children, that has been carried out on children, in which they asked 10 children, they gave them all a marshmallow and left them there and said, if you wait for 3 minutes and don't eat the marshmallow, when I come back, you can have 2. So out of 10 people, only a small percentage waited until the person came back and had 2 marshmallows. The other children didn't resist and ate the marshmallow. When they, years later, they went to the same children who had become adults, and those same 3 or 4 children, whatever they were, that managed to resist to the temptation, were the ones that had the most successful lives compared to the other children who hadn't resisted. So what we're saying here is that at a certain point you might get something that seems like your result, but you're not quite there yet. So resist the marshmallow and carry on. After, he talks about the cliff. Here he gives the example of when he went with his father to fish in a lake, and in the lake where they went, there were very little fish. And on the other side of the lake, on the other side of the cliff, there was a big lake that was full of fish, because nobody went there because there was this very big cliff to climb. And so a lot of people stop right here before the cliff, because the cliff can be very dangerous. It's difficult to climb it. And so this is another obstacle that you may have. And then another obstacle is the sudden storm. Sudden storm. This represents things that happen in life that you can't control, that something might happen that really tries to push you off your path. And those are called the sudden storms. So now that we've thought about all of the different challenges that we might have in achieving our goals, you should now go into your own mind and think about what could be your challenges for today. What do you think could happen today that will stop you from working on your goals? And now you'll be listing 3 things that may happen today and that normally stop you from achieving your goals. After you've done this, you will think about your champions. So now think that however difficult the situations may be, there will always be some people or entities or forces that will want you to win. And so, what are your champions? These are the champions in your life that want you to reach your ideal lifestyle. Who are they? What do they look like? Think about them. It could be a higher power, it could be people, it could be a team, it could be, you name it. What helps you? And list 3 things that help you achieve your challenges. After you've done that, you will write trust and prepare. And imagine the champions helping you to achieve your goals. Trust in them. Anticipate your challenges and go to your objective. Once you've finished it, again, you put the date on it and sign it. And when you're signing it, you are committing to achieve it. The next map is ritual. Again, we draw the frowny face at the bottom, inside the box, and a happy face at the top, with a heart, a person, a clock, and money sign. You will put the walls around it and a roof on the top. And again, we draw the path. Excuse my dog. Shh. Now, what you do is, the path is not going to be like that, as easy. Again, we're going to draw a different path, which will look something like this. And here, the idea is that to get from here to here, you need to build a strong structure, like the ant that builds its journey. So here I'm going to draw a little ant and think about all these little things, how to set the path, help you to achieve your goal. It's a routine, it's a ritual that you need to do every day, that you can think about and find and discover. And once you do it every day, it will make you stronger, because it will make you, it will just make you stronger. So to do this, the idea is that you need to put the big rocks in first. So this is a jar, and there are 3 big stones. You need to put the big rocks first. So when you do this and you put the 3 most important things that you need to do first, you are building a structure. So Bob identifies 3 different aspects that could be the 3 different stones that can become part of your ritual. The 3 stones represent being, the 3 B's. So we have being, brain, and body, whichever order you like it in. So you need those 3 rocks. Could be something that you do to train your body, to improve your body. Something that you do to improve your brain, which could be learning something new. And being, which is the spiritual part. Doing the maps every day could be part of your being ritual. So identify what 3 things you could be doing every day as part of your ritual. He says that most successful people have a ritual in their lives, whether it be 15 minutes or 2 hours, as he stated on the last call. If you have a ritual, you are building the path, the structure towards your ideal lifestyle. So think about this, think about your ritual and commit to it. Before you commit to it, you need to write groove to grow. Take some time to think about all this and commit to it by signing it, by dating it and signing it. Okay, now we'll go to the last map, which is the task map. Tasks. Again, we draw the frowny face at the bottom and the happy face at the top. Some people have said, I heard in the call, that they print it, but I think it's better to draw them all, because as I'm drawing the frowny face and the happy face, it reinforces my ideas of where I am and where I want to be. So I'd rather draw them myself rather than print them. And here is the path again. This time, we need to identify, we need to realize that there is a funnel. It's like that life is a funnel, and out of 100 things that you have in your mind that you want to do, each day you should isolate 3. 3 things, that's what you must do. 3 projects is what you should have. And so you will have a 5-year plan, a 1-year plan, and what you need to do today, now. What are the main projects that you want to achieve, fulfill, pursue within the next 5 years? Where do you want to be? What 3 things do you want to have? Now think about it in a year's time. Thinking about the same project. Break it down into a year's time. Where could that be? And the same for the second project, and the same for the third project. And then you go to today, and you think what thing you can do in each direction to make a step further to achieving it, to achieving your 5-year objective. What small thing can you do today? Write it down here, write it down here, write it down here. Finally, you will write on this as good as done. Visualize your ideal lifestyle. Visualize yourself in 5 years' time. Take your time to do this. Date it. Sign it. And commit to it. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye bye.